me the expression on my face. How can you see my face? You listening to me on the radio, man.
No, I'm watching you on YouTube, too.
Oh, all right, then. You're an old man, and you know about YouTube. How old are you, Adam? You about 85.
83.
I'll be there.
One time.
1017 The Truth. Yes, y'all. Yes, y'all. It's another edition of Truth in the Morning. Bailey Coleman and the legendary
Dame Ellzey in the building.
That's it.
I'm going to change my moniker.
Yes.
I'm going to change it from the legendary to just the MC.
I like that for you.
I think I'm just going to change it to the MC.
That's what I like. I like that. Yes,
Maybe
I like that.
I think I'm going to change it to so Homer could be the legendary. I'll be the MC. And you'll be
your girl.
I'm
Bailey your girl. Bailey Coleman. Yes.
The MC. Yes. I think I'm going to change it.
I like that. I could be the BC.
The BC?
The BC, Bailey Coleman.
Bailey Coleman.
Your best choice.
There you go.
Yes.
The MC, the master of ceremonies. All
there you go. I like that. I like that for you. Yeah, I like that. I think that's fitting.
I like that.
Yeah.
That's what I'm going to go with.
Because we could all be legends.
You're hearing it first legendary. Here on The Truth on Monday morning.
But how was your weekend, Dame?
My weekend was great. It was great. On Saturdays I just work.
Okay.
And so I work 10 hours on Saturday working with the youth. And so
I appreciate that for you too.
Well, thank you.
For us,
it's
for the
something
community.
I love doing. It's something I love doing. So it's not really work if you love doing it, right?
Yeah, exactly.
And so that's what I've learned, and that's people got to follow what makes them happy.
Yeah,
and if doing something doesn't make you happy, stop doing it.
Yeah, I love radio.
It's easy to say that.
Yeah.
For us.
Yeah, it's easy to say that.
But if you need the money, you need the money. But
that part
if
too.
You place yourself in a position to be able to do something that you feel passionate about, then that's what you should do.
Yeah, absolutely, and that's why I love working with people with dementia.
See, there you go.
Alzheimer's, dementia.
It feeds your soul, helping.
It does. It really does. Every day you feel.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
There's absolutely nothing wrong with that.
There's nothing wrong. And what I realized.
That's my second job, y'all.
Yeah, we just talking about our real life. This is
real life. This is after the mic.
This is radio life. We really be in these streets helping people.
Yeah.
So what I realized is that Milwaukee has a lot of young. I think I had all young black men this weekend. They are really trying. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I think it's up to us to really help them get there and not forget about them. That's what I was reminded of this weekend is that, they have everybody is not what you see on the news. You know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Or what we like to talk about when we just talk about the sensational stuff that happens. Mm-hmm. And by that I mean the negative stuff that happens. They are, young men from 5th to 7th and 8th grade trying hard.
Yeah.
They want to be successful. We talked about this week's theme was about dreams and goals and dreams and aspirations. And then, you got these set of dreams, what you want to do. And then here are your mini goals you have to get to in order to get to living out that dream. So I had each of them talk about whatever their dream was and whatever they wanted to be. Some of them was firefighters. All black young black boys always say some professional sport first. We know that, right? So it was football and basketball.
Well,
first.
That's what they see.
Yeah,
right?
that's what they see.
Prevalently, that's what they see.
And so then I'm like, okay, that's out the way. I accept that because I had the same thing.
Right.
I accept that. But if that doesn't happen,
right?
But I don't want to crush their dream and say it's highly likely that's not going to happen, brother, right now. Because right now they already know who's going to be in the pros in 8 years.
Right.
Through 11.
Yeah.
You ain't on that list right now. And unfortunately, that's messed up. But that's how high tech and how they've gotten it, right? Anyway, so I'm like, what else do you get? They had firefighters. They had one on one to own a car dealership.
Okay.
I was like, okay, there we go.
Yeah.
So what are your goals that you have to do now that to set you up to be able to do that? So set your mini goals now. So that's what next week they're coming back with their mini goals.
There you go.
Each one of them, I had them separately. Each one of them, I got them doing it. So we'll see what happens. But that's what I'm saying. They got dreams. They got aspirations. They got goals. We got to feed into them.
Yeah, yeah.
And so that was what my weekend was filled with.
I love that. I love that. Yeah, I love that. That reminds me of when my son was attending Milwaukee College Prep. because I love their homework because they didn't call their homework. They called it life's work.
There you go.
And that is preparing you for life.
When you put it in that framework, you have to understand that you're preparing yourself for that. And,
Exactly.
during the week, I went and sat. I got 2 kids. I go to their schools. I pop in on them. Like I would do my own kids.
Yeah.
I pop up on them.
Yeah.
So-
Got to do the pop-up.
So I pop up on them.
I was clean pop-up.
Right. So I pop up on them, and I'm sitting in the class, and while I'm sitting in the class, this is off topic. When I'm sitting in the class, I'm thinking, wow, this is torture. Sitting in the class for 8 hours? I couldn't imagine doing that now.
Yeah.
But even then, it was like, I thought it was torture, but it was my life.
Yeah.
It was all you knew in that age.
In that age.
Your world.
So that's your world.
That's your world. But that is, we got to think of something better, different ways to teach these kids than just making them sit in the class for 8 hours.
Man, Kendall
We gotta
had
get them out in the world or something.
Kendall had a teacher that used to crack me up because if kids was falling asleep in his class or whatever, he would tell them, go and get you some stand-up. That meant stand up by your desk and prepare to learn.
Is that why you're standing up right now?
You know what? No, this morning, I got to tell you, in my previous radio position, I always stood up. We had what they call a stand-up board.
Uh-huh.
And shout out to Kyle. I always see Kyle standing up in here. And I said, you know what? Today, let me do something different. Let me stand up and see how it feels to do at least a portion of the show standing up. Because I usually sit down.
I see Kyle doing that too, and I've been wanting to do that. But
Yeah. So I was just like, let me try something different this morning and stand up, But yeah, we used to have a stand-up board, and it came about, not chest level. It was below your chest, maybe halfway stomach, taller than this, but still.
yeah.
And so I was accustomed to that every day. We had a chair similar to these, but you almost never, when you were on the air, you almost never sat down.
There you go.
Yeah, so just trying it out today.
Shout out to Rhea, who already has the MC Dame Ellzey.
Yeah, see, look at that. Look at that.
But it looks like McDame.
Mc-
What we're gonna do is we're gonna spell it E-M-C-E-E. That's how rappers spell MC.
That is how they
We're working
spell.
on this,
Yeah.
though. But shout out to Rhea, who is on the one and got it up there already, and I just thought of it just now.
I was gonna say good morning to her, but she over there screening a call or something.
She working already.
She working
Shout
already.
out to Rhea.
Yeah,
We'll find out how Rhea weekend was.
Yeah. Look, there she is.
Y'all rang. I'm sorry. Good morning, y'all. Good morning to the nation.
Hey, I was
Good
giving you a
morning.
shout out. Did you hear me shouting you out right
I
quick?
heard a little bit of it. What's going on?
I was shouting you out for having the MC ready already.
Oh, yeah.
And
I'm
I
trying to
just-
be quick with it.
And I just mentioned that today. Just thought of it when I sat down, and here comes Rhea
Yep.
putting it up there. But we're going to switch it to E-M-C-E-E because right now I look like McDame. But that's all right.
You got it.
But that's all right because you was on it.
Yeah.
And I appreciate that, Rhea.
Yeah, absolutely. Look at that. On top of it with her fresh braids. She got fresh braids in her hair. I need to get some braids.
You got new braids?
Yeah, I need to get some braids. I was trying to get her to braid my hair. She said she only braids her own hair.
Yeah.
Oh, you do it? You braid hair?
My own, yeah.
See? See?
How long does it take you to braid your own hair? Because you got to sit there and be in the mirror.
Yeah, and those are tiny
got-
braids
and
right
got
there.
2 mirrors over here.
Them tiny braids.
2 days, but I was also moving real slow.
2 days?
Yeah.
2 days.
I watched a couple movies.
Yeah, give you something to
Okay.
do during the weekend, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hate that it's my whole weekend, but it got done.
Well, you got to look fresh.
Well, and it's going to last her for forever.
Yeah.
So,
That's
yeah.
the hope.
Because
Yeah.
in today's economy, you can't pay to go get your braids done. How much it costs to get your braids done right now? About $200.
Yeah,
At least
150.
at minimum. This is free 99 for me.
It's free $99,
Yeah.
but if you had to go to the shop, and sit-
$150, $200 easy.
and
Too
sit-
damn much.
Oh,
and sit
yeah.
under the Africans and have
Yeah.
them do your
Oh,
hair.
yeah.
See, if I'm
Uh-huh.
getting it done by some Africans, I need to go to Africa because I get that done for $45.
See?
See, that's different. But you got to pay for the airfare there. I'm talking about the Africans here. And Trump hasn't deported yet. So
Right.
that's about $250 right there, you know?
You got to see if they could beat you at your crib or something. Not go to the shop because ICE might pull up on you while you're getting your...
And then now you got half a head done.
Okay, then what you gonna do? See, that's the problem. See,
And see, well, that's what we're talking about. We got a lot going on this weekend.
Yes.
And that's going on, too. We're talking about it in a trivial manner, but still,
Yeah.
still snatching people off the streets. The shutdown is still going on. healthcare is still messed up.
Yeah.
And we wake up on Monday morning.
And the Democrats.
And the Democrats done sold the house for pennies.
Yeah.
And so.
For a wishing, a hope, and a dream.
A hope, a dream, a wish, a prayer, all of it.
Oh, y'all didn't know?
Oh, we're going to break it down on the other side.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to break it down.
We're going to talk about all that when we come back. It's another edition of Truth in the Morning with Bailey Coleman and Dame Ellzey on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
This is 101.7 The Truth's Kyle Wallace, and I am Milwaukee. I take great pride in being a 414 boy and representing the city that I love. The great memories I have of going to Northtown Cinema to see movies with family and friends, to going to Capitol Court to see the Black Santa Claus, this city has helped shape me into the man that I am today, and I pledge to utilize my voice as a way to advocate for you in our community. Join the home of Milwaukee's realest conversations where you can speak your truth. We are the award-winning 101.7 The Truth, Milwaukee Black Talk.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin, and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
Ready to buy your first house, move into your forever home, or simply refinance? At Associated Bank, they've got you. With the right lending plan and guidance, you can achieve your dreams. Your financial goals are much closer than you think, and Associated Bank is excited to help you reach them. Learn more at associatedbank.com/lending or ask a banker for details. Subject to credit approval. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
At Milwaukee College Prep, we believe brilliance lives in every child. Here, students are challenged, supported, and celebrated every single day. With small class sizes, dedicated teachers, and a proven track record of academic excellence, MCP is helping Milwaukee kids reach their fullest potential. Enrollment is still open for grades K-3 through 8. Spaces are limited. Apply today. Give your child a school where they'll thrive. Visit mkeprep.com or call today. Milwaukee College Prep, brilliance lives here.
Gruber Law Offices. One call, that's all. It's not just a slogan, but the way of life at Gruber Law Offices. If you've been injured, call our team today. We've represented tens of thousands of injured Wisconsinites for more than 30 years. Trust Wisconsin's own Gruber Law Offices, proud partner of your Milwaukee Bucks. One call, that's all.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Stand up! Stand up! Stand up!
I see you, girl. That's it.
That was Zech's Black Conscious.
Just like that. Just like that. Bring that back.
Hey, Shauna is one of my favorite rappers. She don't get enough credit.
No, she don't, do she?
Enough credit. And she's still cold, right?
Yes, she is. Yes, she is.
Anyway, let's not get into it.
Welcome to another edition of welcome to Truth in the Morning, y'all.
Truth in the Morning.
I'm still drinking my coffee.
You drinking your coffee?
I'm still drinking my coffee. I'm standing up
Your
this
blood
morning.
Is flowing.
Yes, the blood is flowing. And okay, Dame, you got to give us the rundown on this whole snap saga.
Let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it, because last I had heard, last thing I heard was last week when we was talking about it.
Yeah.
Was that Friday or Thursday? What day was that?
That was
the day.
Friday.
It was Friday. That was the day that the SNAP benefits.
We was happy.
We was happy. It was a joyous occasion.
Because Evers pressed the button.
Boom.
And everybody got their SNAP.
Everybody got their SNAP. Snap, snap, snap.
Over the course of 48, 72 hours.
Yes.
Everything has rearranged and changed. right?
Folk want their money back.
But let's,
okay, go ahead.
But let's talk about how we got here. Let's do a recap.
Okay, do the recap.
I think we've been talking about SNAP so long.
Yes, we need a recap.
We need a recap.
Yes.
So the SNAP benefits stopped. We understand when the shutdown began.
Right.
So people didn't think it was going to go that long, but it did.
Mm-hmm.
So it went from October 1st into November.
Okay.
So people didn't think it was going to. Once November started, the SNAP benefits stopped. People didn't think it was going to go that long.
Yeah.
The issue we're dealing with and understanding that people is that the health care is the main reason for the shutdown, and SNAP is just collateral damage in this. And now that the Trump administration has seen that SNAP is playing in households and stuff like that, they are using SNAP to hang over the Democrats' head like, hey, y'all want your SNAP benefits?
Yeah.
Vote for this, and we'll get rid of the health care.
Right.
So you're left with an option. The Democrats are left with an option of health care, Affordable Health Care Act,
yes,
which is the Obamacare,
right,
or immediate SNAP benefits to the poor people of America, which are typically
and the key word is immediate. Okay,
right, immediate. And so all of this is played out. Republicans have been saying Democrats need to come negotiate. Democrats are saying Republicans have left the whole Capitol. They're not even there. They
ain't even there.
Mike Johnson done sent them home. He sent them to the crib.
Yeah.
So they like, we here. Where y'all at? So they're there. So we get court orders from Rhode Island about SNAP. Now SNAP has become the focus because nobody's really talking about the shutdown.
Right.
They're talking about it, but SNAP is the focus because of collateral damage SNAP had to take. So you get the Rhode Island guy. You get a couple of different court orders, but the one that matters is the one in Rhode Island where he said, y'all going to pay this. Trump, you're going to pay this, right?
You got to pay the whole deal.
You're going to pay the whole thing.
Yep.
Right? At first, Trump says, no, we're only going to pay half of it, and that's it. And then they ask, how do we do that? And then the guy's like, no, y'all wasting time. You got 48 hours. Pay the whole thing. Right? Trump says, I bet. So Evers,
our governor
who just pulled a brilliant move,
boom,
understanding how Trump and them act.
Right.
So this is last week. Understanding how Trump and them act had people ready to press the button. Soon as that judge said, "No, you're gonna pay the whole thing," Evers was like,
boom,
everybody get your money.
Everybody get paid.
You get your SNAP.
You get your
SNAP.
Yes.
You get your SNAP.
We all
across
get SNAP.
the state. And
right.
typically it happens at different times throughout the month. But Evers and his administration, and I give him so much credit for this, was like, no, we're going to do it as soon as it happens. Before Trump and them can appeal it.
Yes.
And so, as Evers thought they would do, Trump and them appealed it.
Right.
They appealed it back to all the way up to the Supreme Court.
Okay.
So was Ketanji Brown Jackson?
Right.
She sent it back to the appellate court that it came from. Now, people were on her because they're like, oh, she paused it. She sold us out. No, she did what she was supposed to do.
That is technically what she is supposed to do. That is policy and procedure.
She followed the rules and did what she's supposed to do. But she also helped us in that if she accepted that as this is something we're going to do, we're going to cover in the Supreme Court, we would have lost.
Yes.
People in favor of SNAP would have lost because the Supreme Court 6-3 would have voted in favor of Trump.
Exactly.
Anyway, and the reason why she got it was because each section of the country, the appellate courts go to a Supreme Court justice, and then they determine whether or not they're going to hear the case or not.
Right.
And so she was like, "Nah, y'all figure it out down there. You got 48 hours to figure it out." So now it goes back to the appellate court. So Trump can say, "Okay, we're appealing this, and during appeal, we don't want nobody to get no money."
Yeah.
Now, we're going to talk about how evil that is, but we'll talk about that in a second. We don't want anyone to get any money. So he goes to Evers this weekend and says, I'm going to need that money, player. Take all that money back.
Yeah.
That you gave them.
Roll it back.
Roll it back. He did the Nori when Nori said he met somebody. You, me.
Roll it back.
And so Evers stood up and said, hell no. Them people got that money. That's how it goes.
Yeah.
So Trump.
That's why I told. By the way, that's why I told y'all when y'all got the money, go spend it.
Go spend it.
Go spend it right away.
So Trump, in his divine wisdom, is saying, okay, he's instructed the Treasury Department not to pay out to those grocery stores that are expecting their money because of what was there.
Right.
So now, not only are the SNAP benefit holders getting caught in the middle of this.
Yes.
You have the store owners who went out and accepted this.
Yes.
Getting caught in the middle of this.
Yes.
And so who Trump is hurting? Small business, regular business, even his people. Those is people.
Yep.
Business owners are supposed to be his people.
Right. Right.
No, they're not going to get no money. He's telling them until this is figured out, y'all don't get. So now their money is held up.
Right.
So now their books is going to be off.
Yep.
All of this stuff. So now we get to last night.
Uh-huh.
And Chuck Schumer and them.
And them
in the Senate, and it takes. They needed 8 Democrats to join to the other side for the Senate to pass the bill or whatever to get the shutdown stopped on the Senate. It still has to go to the House, but on the Senate side, that's what they needed. So they get 8 cats to do it. 6 of them aren't up for re-election in 2026, so they free. They can do what they want to do and not have to face the drama of it.
Yeah.
And then 2 of them I don't even think is running again. Mm-hmm. So you got 8 people with no skin in the game deciding they're going to side with the Republicans and work out this deal to open the government. Now, we've been shut down all this time.
Yeah.
Why would you do it now? You've already been shut down all this time.
Yeah.
So we'll talk about that.
You know.
You've been shut down all this time. So what they did was in this deal last night, just to keep you all up to date, They said the government will be opened back up. The federal workers that Trump tried to fire or lay off will be given back their jobs. And that they will, in December, they will vote on the Affordable Care Act in December. The Republicans aren't saying they're going to vote for it. So you still may not get what you're trying to get.
Yeah. You're not going to get it. They're not going to get it. And that's why people that are doing open enrollment right now are seeing the prices that they're seeing. Outrageous.
You would have to be a dumbass to think that the Republicans are going to honor this deal, and they may vote, but they're not going to change their minds.
Yeah.
What have they shown? So now y'all up to date. So now we can just talk about the Evers stuff that happened this weekend.
Let me just say this. Just on the Democrats and this whole little situation, this little soiree that they just did to go ahead and vote and all that. I mean, realize, everybody, that they were literally giving us a choice between eating and having health care.
Both of them going to kill you if you don't get it.
Right. And basically, they, like you said, Dame, sold the house for nothing, because the only thing that this is going to accomplish is they're going to open up the government. And what does that mean? You're not going to have health care and you're not going to have food, because, I mean, that's their game plan from the beginning anyway.
We have to understand that SNAP was always, and so this plan that the Democrats have entered into, and I'm going to talk about that, is that SNAP, though, when you look at all of the stuff that the Republicans have been doing, has all been in Project 25.
Yeah.
I didn't really pay attention to Project 2025 because I understand how think tanks work.
Right.
Think tanks just come up with stuff, right? The Heritage Foundation, all these other think tanks just come up with stuff. Nobody really follows them. You know what I'm saying? They
following it now.
They may take bits and pieces.
Right.
So I'm thinking, here's this extreme think tank that came up with this document. But they have been following it.
Yes.
To the letter.
Yes.
So with that as a precedent, you go look at what they've said about 2025 about the SNAP benefits.
And what they say.
And they basically said, get rid of it. That's what they said. They said, get rid of it. And in getting rid of it, let's break it down, because I got the high points here of what Project 2025 said about it. SNAP is the country's, we understand that SNAP is the country's largest nutritional assistance program, serving an average of around 41 million people, over 10% of the population per month. The Project 2025 reforms would make it more difficult for people to qualify for food stamps. The project also wants to roll back changes made by the Biden administration to increase SNAP benefits over 10 years to keep up with the rising food costs. Now, what that means is that with inflation, and you understand when you go to the grocery store and your eggs is $9 when it's only supposed to be $2, SNAP would rise with that. So your benefits would rise with inflation. That's what Biden set up. The Project 25 also advised the Trump administration to make work requirements more stringent so that fewer recipients can be given a work requirement extension. USDA eliminated that stringent work requirements would result in about 688,000 people would lose their SNAP benefits. I got some more points, but I'm going to give it to you after the break.
After the break.
3 more points to get y'all that Project 2025 has said about SNAP and understand why we here.
You want to get in on our conversation this morning. The number is 833-212-1017. We'll be back with more on 101.7 The Truth. It's Truth in the Morning.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You make time for everyone else. Family, work, everything in between. Now it's time to take care of you. If you're 45 to 64 and don't have insurance or your plan doesn't cover screenings, you may qualify for free mammograms and Pap tests through the City of Milwaukee Health Department's Breast and Cervical Cancer Awareness Program. Call 414-286-2133 to see if you're eligible. Real self-care starts with your health, and early detection saves lives. Funded by Wisconsin Well Woman. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/wellwoman.
There's nothing like Milwaukee Bucks basketball at Fiserv Forum. The dunks, the defense, the roar of 17,000 fans. It's even better when you're with friends or family. From jaw-dropping plays to buzzer-beating threes, every game is packed with unforgettable moments that you'll get to share together. So gather your crew and get your single game tickets today at bucks.com/single. That's bucks.com/single.
It's time for Truth Takes, a thought-provoking commentary on the award-winning 101.7 The Truth. Here is Kyle Wallace with his truth.
Truth Nation, I guess I've officially graduated from big bro to unk status, at least according to my little cousin. That's what he said. Now, at first I pushed back a little bit, and I was offended by the assertion that I was old enough to be unk. But after a little thought, y'all, I actually embraced the label of being unk and the responsibility which comes with being quote-unquote unk. See, as unk, I think it's my duty to look out for and support the youth and young cats coming up after me. Embrace the role as being a mentor and role model and aim to protect our kids at all costs. With the news cycle always seemingly being negative towards the youth, we need to take it back upon ourselves to change the narrative and uplift our youth. Our kids are so much more than fights, stolen cars, Kia boys, or acting a fool in public. We can't allow a small population of children to depict who our kids really are in the city of Milwaukee. You have to resist the urge to want to bash our kids and be so quick to pass judgment or disparage the youth. And we gotta stop acting as if we were not once in their shoes, making poor decisions, having regrets. I know we have all been there. Now, regardless of how funny it may sound to say YN, don't label our kids that. That is far from a term of endearment, and we have to remember you become what people call you. If someone calls you dumb over and over and over again, you may start believing that you are dumb, and you may start having self-doubt in oneself. Don't put that type of self-hating energy on our youth, Milwaukee. We need to call them YKs and YQs for young kings and young queens, even when they might frustrate you. Remember, they are still only kids. With the summer being here, there is no better time to encourage them to aspire to be great. Give them positive reinforcement. Give them positive affirmation until we get it through their minds on who they really are and what they can become. An unstoppable force of greatness.
Listen to Truth to Power with Kyle Wallace weekdays from noon to 1 p.m.
Eastbound 94, watch for delays from just before 84th Street all the way to Hawley Road. Westbound's in the clear at the moment. Northbound on 41, slowing down from Mayfair Road up to Burleigh. Southbound slow from the county line down to Good Hope Road. And then in Kenosha County, that's where the worst of the snow is. And we do have one accident still up on the board. It is on northbound 94 right at the state line. Things are backing up into Illinois, but hopefully that'll be getting a little bit better. We do have delays north and southbound between between the state line and Highway 50, though. Slick conditions continue. And checking the TMJ4 Storm King forecast today, blustery and chilly with a few morning flurries, partly cloudy, a high of 37. Tonight, blustery with a chance of flurries, a low of 25. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Okay, 101.7 The Truth, bringing you Truth in the Morning live from the American Family Insurance Studio, the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Bailey Coleman and the MC.
Shout out to Rhea for switching it that fast. You want to go today?
I'm trying.
Rhea said, all right, then. Rhea said, all right, then.
So
she got that.
Before we went to break, we were breaking down what Project 2025 says about SNAP, so that we understand that where we're at isn't by chance. That this is what they wanted to do, and this was all a part of their plan. And like I said before the break, I thought Project 2025 was just a think tank doing what a think tank does, coming up with these bold ideas that are crazy sometimes, but they just come up with them, right? No. They are following this Project 25.
They're following it to a T, everything.
So, right. So we talked about SNAP and how it's so many people in the country that are in it. We talked about how they want to take back the changes that Biden is putting in, where over the next 10 years, your amount of SNAP would go up to keep up with inflation. We talked about how they want to raise the amount of people that have to work and raise the level of criteria of what it means that you have to work, or lower it rather. And then the last thing we mentioned before we went to break was that the USDA estimates that the stringent work requirements would result in about 688,000 people who would lose their SNAP benefits. Now, it's only 700,000 in the state of Wisconsin. Mm-hmm. So that's a whole state's worth of people that will lose their SNAP benefits if this stuff goes through. The work requirements recommendation is essentially the same change that Trump administration sought during the first term. The change did not become policy due to being sued by a coalition of states and the District of D.C., the District of Columbia. So it got sued. That's the only reason it didn't happen. So they took all these ideas. They've been trying to do it. So that's why when SNAP breaks down, they don't care if it's broken down or not.
Exactly.
This is all part of their plan.
Anyway.
So they don't care whether you starve or what it is, because this is their plan to take away SNAP, because they think that SNAP is paying. They use the thought that SNAP is paying illegal immigrants, or SNAP is paying people who don't deserve it. And really,
welfare queens is
really,
what they,
it's not.
You know.
It's not.
No.
70% of the people on SNAP already work a job in a country that's supposed to be the richest country in the world. They already working full-time jobs, but don't make enough to buy their own food.
And there are more Caucasian people, because that's the truth about it.
Absolutely.
There are more Caucasian people on SNAP than there are anybody.
Yes.
And they don't think so. You've heard the president say, different things referring to, it's the Democrats people who are on SNAP, or,
right.
Alluding to the fact that everybody that's on SNAP is black, and we don't, our people don't deserve the benefits.
Yeah, they put our face on it. Like
they put our face on it.
When the fact of the matter is, we're only a small percentage of this nation.
Yes.
So if it's feeding the whole nation, the majority of most of these programs go to white people.
Yes.
You talk about social welfare, you talk about corporate welfare, you talk about all these different forms of welfare, but somehow we become the face of it.
Yes.
When we don't get billions of dollars from the government like these banks do when they fail, we don't get billions of dollars like Argentina when their stuff fails. We don't get billions of dollars. You know what I'm saying?
Our government bails out other countries but can't bail out itself.
So the last point is, if the SNAP eligibility requirement goes into effect, the USDA estimates that as many as 3.1 million people, or 9% of SNAP recipients, will lose their benefits.
There you go. One thing, just getting down to the bare politics of it all, the thing that has always irked me about Democrats, and I'm one, is that they can never stick together.
Never
stick together.
So if y'all missed it, we talked about that before the break as well, is that the Democrats, eight Democrats have sided with the Republicans and have decided on the Senate side and have decided to vote in favor of some deal, a deal that's bogus. They won't get nothing from it. They're gonna lose. You still won't get your health care. It's still gonna be messed up. The government will be opened up, and the workers will go back to work. SNAP benefits will be back, but we already gonna get SNAP benefits because the judge is finna get that to us.
Yeah.
So what are they doing? What are they doing?
See, one thing about Republicans, they will follow that man
off a cliff
into a fire, over the river, and through the woods. They will follow Donald Trump no matter what.
They're gonna follow him.
They will follow. They'll stick together. They will follow him.
Listen, I should have changed my name to Professor, but I think King already got that. Listen, I'm gonna be the professor today, y'all. Because what y'all don't understand is, and this is why I tell black people, I tell poor people all the time, we should stop giving our allegiance to either party.
Yes.
Both parties are playing for the same side, and they're playing on the same team. One is playing offense, one is playing defense. They the same quarter. You flip it up. One is heads, one is tails. They the same quarter. And what I'm saying and why I'm saying that is when you have situations like this, where 8 of the Democrats, there's always an amount of Democrats that always jump to the other side.
Yeah.
And so then the other Democrat can say, oh, no, it's their fault. It's
right.
Look what that dumb Democrat down there did. Our fellow Democrat did, and we didn't want to do it, but he did. No, it's always one. They run this place so many times.
Yes.
Even when you go back to the Rutherford Hayes deal that ended Reconstruction, and then it was Republicans that were on the black people's side and the poor people's side. They always flip.
Yeah, they always flip.
They always flip. They always sell us out, right? Because this country is built upon maintaining the power of the rich. It's built upon maintaining the power of the elitists and those in the plutocracy and the 1%. So either side can fight and do whatever they want to do, but the plutocracy is going to exist whether or not you like it or not, and they're going to defend that. And until we decide to say, you know what, I'm not giving neither one of y'all my vote unless you come to me with something that's beneficial to me and my people and the poor people of this country, maybe we should go vote socialist like they did in New York. Maybe we should do that again. Maybe we should find someplace else to hang our hat.
Maybe.
But as long as we doing this, we're going to always get the short end of the stick because both of them is playing for the same team, and we the ones that keep losing.
Yep. Yeah.
How long y'all want to lose?
It's about winning for me.
We keep losing.
I want to win. We think we winning.
They gave us Obama. We thought we was winning.
Yeah.
We keep losing.
That sounds like a poll question, Dame.
It sounds like one.
Rhea, can we get a poll question going? Should those of us that are Democrats right now start voting socialist?
Or independent.
Independent.
Yeah. Don't put socialist.
Let's go independent.
Should we be independent?
We be independent, like Bernie.
Like Bert.
Maybe we should build up the independent party.
Because then when you're independent, you don't have to, they got to come to you. They don't they always expect black people to vote.
They do.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they do. They expect it.
I'm not saying we need to vote Republican. I'm not saying we need to vote socialist as alternative. I'm saying we need to pull our votes back and let them see that you can't take us for granted.
Yeah.
Poor people, and I'm talking about black people, but really I'm saying poor people in general.
Yes.
Poor white people, poor Asian people, poor Latino people, poor black people. We need to form a poor people's party.
Yeah. There it is.
PPP. Poor people's party. And when we do that, then they'll understand and they'll have to do stuff for us. And stop protecting the plutocracy, the 1% of this country.
All right. When we come back, we're taking your calls. 833-212-1017. Make sure you check us out, stream us live on YouTube, and get in on that poll question that's up right now. 1017 The Truth. It's Truth in the Morning.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth. The Milwaukee Panthers are back home on Monday night as they host the Little Rock Trojans.
Like a gazelle, Faison Fields. Elam for three, book it. 36-25, timeout Pirates. Now they are rolling.
Scott Warris has the coverage Monday starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sports Network from Learfield. Tip-off happens at 7 o'clock.
You ever see the sign above the highway? The number of people that have been killed on the road? My wife, my son, and my unborn child were killed by a distracted driver. They were more than just a number.
Your phone isn't worth it. Buckle up, phone down. Brought to you by the Wisconsin Department of Transportation.
Wisconsin winters can be tough, and so are higher energy bills. The Community Advocates Milwaukee County Energy Assistance Program is ready to help you. Eligible Milwaukee County residents can receive help with their energy bills and weatherization benefits to keep you warm and help you manage your heating and electric bills. Schedule your personal appointment at keepwarmmke.org or call 414-270-4653. For more details about locations and hours of operation, go to communityadvocates.net. This program is administered by the State of Wisconsin Department of Administration.
It's 101.7 The Truth. Dr. Ken Harris for Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin. Sometimes teams take a timeout to regroup and call the right play. When it comes to your home, Gina Della and her team at Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin always have the winning game plan. Check out the championship caliber play call this month. A whole house of beautiful, new, energy-efficient Pella windows for as low as $297 a month. And get this, 0% interest for up to 6 years. That's like running a drive that keeps moving the chains with no penalties and no interest. And I can tell you from my experience, Pella Windows actually stop the drafts. You'll stay comfortable no matter how cold it gets outside. Think about it. Energy savings, comfort, and a great monthly payment you can actually manage. That's why I trust Pella Windows and Doors of Wisconsin and why this is the right time to make your move. Call today and schedule your free consultation at PellaWI.com. Certain restrictions apply. Ends 11/30 of 2025.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
101.7 The Truth. It's Truth in the Morning. Bailey Coleman, Dame Ellzey, the MC.
Yes. The MC. Today I got my professor hat on, though, because I'm dropping these jewels on you. I'm dropping this knowledge.
You know what? Y'all need to wake up. Stay woke.
Stay woke. I'm dropping this knowledge on y'all. So the question, what's the poll question for today is should current Democrats start voting independent? And I think we should, because they keep selling us out. We keep losing every single time it comes to this point where there's a fork in the road and we can go that way or this way. For some reason, some Democrat will sell us out, and we're left holding the bag.
Yep.
We're left wondering, what the hell were they thinking? And the rest of the party is talking about, oh, no, that's just an anomaly. But it keeps happening too much and too often for it to just be an anomaly. It's no longer an anomaly at this point. At this point, it's real.
Yeah.
And at this point, this is what's happening.
I think when we were talking about socialist earlier, I believe that in that particular race, you know, the fellow New Yorkers were looking at what they had to choose from for mayor.
Right.
You know, they could go back with the old, same old that they had before, a scandalous governor or a scandalous mayor. Cuomo. They could go for a Republican who, you know.
And with Cuomo, that's what I'm saying. Cuomo ran as an independent. But he was funded by the same people that funded Trump. He went to Trump and be like, hey, I want to do this.
And then at the last minute, Trump goes say, hey, vote for him.
Right.
Just
He's Trump supported.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. Like, we need to try something different.
Yeah, we do.
Because what we're doing keeps making us lose.
Yeah.
Keeps making poor people lose, and the plutocracy keeps winning at every turn.
Yeah, okay. Let's go to the True Talker text line, 833-212-1017. Al from Sherman Park. Good morning. You're on with Bailey and Dame. Hey, how you doing?
Good morning. Dame and Bailey. So I think we should be happy that the government is opening. But I think the bigger, I guess, battle is going to be how do we lower health care? Because we can't keep throwing government money at high insurance premiums, because insurance companies, when they get that government check, they're not lowering the premiums. So I think what they've been talking about lately is that maybe we should just give the money directly to the people and have them go buy the plan, and hopefully that way insurance companies have to compete with having lower, better options. What do you think about that?
So what you're saying is just give the money, whatever you would pay during the course of a year for insurance, just give it to the people, and then let them.
Yeah. Yeah, probably out of HSA account. Not giving them cash, so they're spending it on something else, but an HSA account. And then it's like school choice. They have to take the dollars and make it competitive, so the insurance companies have to compete for the plan. Because I don't think Obamacare is doing what it was supposed to do. Mm-hmm. And can I give you 25 seconds of what Obama said about what Obamacare was supposed to do?
Go ahead.
Reduce the deficit by $4 trillion over the long term. Reducing the waste and inefficiency in Medicare and Medicaid will pay for most of this plan. It will slow the growth of healthcare costs for our families, our businesses, and our government. There will be a provision in this plan that requires us to come forward with more spending cuts if the savings we promise don't materialize.
How we know that ain't AI, Sherm? How we know?
Okay, so
you ain't hit us with AI. We didn't expect you to play.
Sherm got his own audio there. He got his own audio.
You pressed the button and gave us Obama. We weren't expecting that.
So that was a compilation of Obama delivering his speech before Congress on why they should push Obamacare through. And it's not doing those things. And they're not making the cuts because we're not having the savings. Where was that part of it? You know what I'm saying? Okay. And where are we finding the fraud and waste to make it more efficient? So where is it saving us?
I don't know. I can't. He's gone. I can't. No, it's fine. I can't answer it specifically. But thank you, Al, for that call. But I just
go ahead.
I just know that even if it does need some work, the way that they're going about doing it now, where they got us tripling the cost of, like, I was reading someplace where a family of two, just two people, 60 years old, that pays $359, their premiums now is going to be $3,000.
Yeah.
That's a 600% some increase. So we have to do something. It can't be, the subsidies have to be allowed to stay, because the way that it's going to affect those directly is going to be so traumatic that if you're, and I'm thinking they're 60, they probably on a fixed income now.
Yeah.
They probably retired, their income, they know. So going from $400 a month to $3,000 a month.
That's a big change.
That's a big change.
Yeah.
Who can withstand that? Who got enough money, if you're not in the plutocracy?
Exactly.
Who has enough money to be able to withstand that?
Yeah. Very few.
Does.
Nobody does. And from that side of it is, I know folks that have been on it, and they say with the subsidies is livable. But if you go back to what was prior to Obamacare, people couldn't afford it at all.
There was so many people that didn't even have health insurance.
Exactly.
Which also leads to the fact that...
And different doctors did not want to accept what was going on prior. Yeah. You find a lot more doctors and healthcare providers will accept things like, will accept Obamacare versus, Badger Care. Is that what it used to be?
Yep.
I mean, they're more likely to accept it because the coverage is better.
Yeah.
The coverage is absolutely better.
And you're dealing with insurance companies that you already deal with.
Exactly. Like Blue Cross, Blue Shield,
and
United Healthcare and the like. Yes. So I mean, people are more willing to accept that versus what was going on before. And with Badger Care, the person might have a deductible that's so outrageous you got to pay $500 before you could even get seen by anybody. Well, you got to pay $500 out of your pocket. Well, you're on this assistance because you need it, but where are you getting $500?
Right. So the bottom line is Obamacare, the Affordable Care Act, it's working.
It is working.
It has allowed more people to get health insurance. It has allowed more people to get healthy.
And
that's the main goal.
Yeah, that is the main goal. And the other thing is, as it goes along, there were supposed to be things that happened, like the subsidies and so on, that made it better for the individuals, right? But with this, they're trying to get rid of the subsidies to make it harder for people.
Yeah.
That's what the Republicans are doing.
They're gonna make it so hard that a lot of people are just gonna say, forget it. I can't have health insurance. Now, what if you have diabetes?
Right.
What if you have some type of ailment that is chronic?
Right.
And you need to have prescriptions for this stuff. You're in a box. You have to. What are you gonna do?
Exactly.
You're gonna have to do something. Somebody's not gonna get paid. Some bill is not gonna get paid. So you're gonna have something that you can pay this insurance. And see, the bottom line is this. When you look at all of the stuff we're talking about in totality, right?
Mm-hmm.
You're talking about the healthcare stuff. You're talking about the SNAP stuff. You're talking about all of the things, the shutdown of the government and federal workers losing their jobs, black federal workers, black women federal workers losing their jobs. What they want to do is they want to have you be more have to lean on the government more. We can say, oh, they want smaller government and this, that, and the other. No. They don't want you to have that independence. They want you to have to go to these corporations then and accept the pennies they're going to pay you to work a piddle job someplace, to work a service job someplace, because we're talking about adding the whole picture. At McDonald's, they want to raise, at fast food restaurants, they want to raise the minimum wage. They want to make that so that if you're working 40 hours a week, you should be able to support your family over 40 hours a week working you shouldn't have to work 2 of them jobs to support your family.
Yeah.
Corporations don't want that. They save money because you're working, they're paying you less, and you got to go work McDonald's and Burger King.
Yeah.
And you got to go work security job and this.
Yeah.
So they got you working 2 jobs.
2 jobs.
And you still below the poverty line. So they're making a killing off of this. And what has happened is during the pandemic, people decided, you know what? I'm going to get on TikTok. I'm going to get on YouTube. I'm going to get on all these places. I'm going to build my own economy.
Yes.
I'm going to that's why it was so important that they took over TikTok. It wasn't about nothing. It wasn't about the Chinese and them stealing our information and all. It was about controlling the population.
Yes.
And making it so that now you have to go get this job that is paying you nothing in order to survive. And that's what all of this is about. You can't get health care? Oh, no. But this job over here is paying you. You can use their money to go buy you some health care. Now you got to work 3 jobs to buy health care. So it's slavery. Let's break it down. It's slavery because all slavery was you're giving your labor to somebody for free. They're giving you a cabin and some pig feet to eat.
A cabin and some pig feet.
That was the trade-off.
What if you don't eat pig feet?
You were starving. So you're getting a cabin and some pig feet. So let's look at it now. If you can't afford to buy food, you can't afford to pay for health care. So what is your job providing you? Shelter. That's all it is.
That's it.
The government is giving you
if you're
SNAP.
lucky.
The government is giving you food. The government is giving you the SNAP. So all you're getting money for is shelter. We're in slavery. And until we recognize that that's how they want it to be, the reimagination of slavery, then we have to fight. That's why we have to stop giving the Democrats and the Republicans our votes, because they just want us in slavery.
We need to roll independent.
That's what I'm saying.
What are your thoughts? 833-212-1017 is the number to call. That is our Truth Talk and text line. I want to remind you, If you're not already, make sure that you're streaming us. Watch us live on YouTube, Facebook, and all of that, all right? X, all of that. We've got our current poll question going on right now, too. Should current Democrats start voting independent? Should we just go independent? Yeah. What do you think?
I think so.
That's all on our YouTube. That's our YouTube poll right now. We want to hear from you. We're going to get the results so far from Rhea. When we come back with more Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Come in with straight truth.
If you acted up, if you were out here doing any kind of foolishness or just something that people know would make your family's name look bad, your neighbor from down the street, if they see the son or daughter, be like, what are you doing? They gonna call you out. They gonna let you know that they saw you. And then they gonna tell you, come here. Now, you know I'm gonna tell your daddy.
That part.
There are a lot of times when people are new to an area, they don't know where to plug in. And anybody who plugs in the 101.7 The Truth and listen to you and Dame and Truth Nation would know that there is a significant public outcry when violence happens in our community. Don't worry about the outcry if you're not listening to the right people. So I would encourage her to tune in to 101.7 The Truth and listen to you guys, Denise Thomas, Dr. Ken Harris, Tori Lowe, and definitely Sherwin Hughes every day.
Watch all your favorite 101.7 The Truth shows by subscribing to 101.7 The Truth on YouTube.
The Humane Animal Welfare Society, HAWS, believes in keeping pets healthy and families together. No one should have to choose between rent and veterinary care. The Wellness Clinic at Hawes Animal Shelter in Waukesha offers important basics of dog and cat care to our community. Pet owners can schedule general exams, sick visits, receive vaccinations, even get preventatives and nail trims. Appointments are available weekdays and can be scheduled by calling 262-542-8852. Contact Hawes of Waukesha today for your pet's care. Ready to hit the road in your new car? At Brewery Credit Union, we make it easy with affordable payment options on auto loans designed to fit your budget. Whether it's a brand new ride or the perfect used vehicle, we'll help you get behind the wheel faster. With flexible terms, quick approvals, and personalized service you can trust. Don't wait. Start your journey today. Apply online at brewerycu.com or visit us at Brewery Credit Union. Federally insured by NCUA.
Breaking down the issues that shape our city and our future.
There was a straw that broke the camel's back. Now, here's the other thing. A Zorhan Mamdani couldn't win in Wisconsin. He could not have won any race in New Jersey. He could not have won even in places that are as liberal as California.
It's The Truth with Sherwin Hughes, weekdays from 9 to noon.
Here's where the Democratic Party needs to rebrand itself, and I think it's going to learn a lesson very, very quickly, because in projecting to the future, I think they're already planning for a Hakeem Jeffries political agenda as Speaker of the House, which will, and Gavin Newsom was right when he gave his speech last night, it will effectively end Donald Trump's presidency. Once Hakeem Jeffries becomes Speaker of the House, Donald Trump will be the lamest of all lame ducks, and the impeachments will start, and I'm going to relish and bask in it because it's exactly what Donald Trump deserves. He did this to himself by trying to do terrible stuff to us.
Catch it live on YouTube or tune in to 101.7 The Truth. Get the truth and nothing but the truth with Sherwin Hughes every weekday from 9 a.m. to 12 p.m. on 101.7 FM, 1510 a.m. WGKB Waukesha, and W269DL Milwaukee, a locally owned Good Karma brand station. This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Check it out one time.
101.7 The Truth is Truth in the Morning with Bailey Coleman and the MC.
The MC, Dame Ellzey, in the building.
Our YouTube poll is going on right now. Should current Democrats vote independent? Rhea, what are the results of the poll so far?
All right, it changed from our last segment. So right now it says 82% yes and 18% no.
Oh, very interesting.
Yeah, it was at 100% yes for a while. And then it changed up.
Okay.
So let's still that 18% that want to hang on for dear life to the parties, but they shouldn't. They shouldn't.
I'm open to it now because they, I'm tired of the Democrats not staying.
How long?
They don't stand together.
How long are we supposed to lose?
Exactly.
How long are we
I'm
supposed
about
to
winning.
keep allowing what we need as poor people in America to be used as bargaining chips for them to get whatever else they want? How long are we supposed to do that?
That part. All right, let's go to the True Talking text line. You want to get in? 833-212-1017. Dan from Milwaukee. Good morning. You're on with Bailey Coleman and Dame Ellzey. What are your thoughts? What's your truth this morning?
First of all, thank you, Bailey and Dane, for waking up on this beautiful Monday morning. Nice and breezy outside today, so y'all better bundle up.
Yes.
I was calling because, I'm part of that 20%. I love the idea of us, voting outside of Democrats and Republicans. For real, we need to get off that coattail. But nationally, I just find that very hard to do. That's part of the reason why we got Democrats and Republicans, because of the numbers. And only way I see it working unless, we vote independently locally. So once we start, moving locally independently, then we can start moving nationally. I mean, it's been done in some states and some cities and everything, but I just don't see it getting done because, one, the money behind it, but two, you start getting these unions involved and things like that and everything. I think that's how we can actually move independently. But then, they try to label us again as political vanguards. That's a threat to America. So, the history behind that.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, good. I think we should go. Thank you brother, for the call.
Thank you, Dan.
Thank you, Dan. I think we should go because listen, we keep getting used, and I said this right before the break, we keep getting ourselves used as bargaining chips for them to do what they want to do. And nobody's really taking what we want into consideration. And when I say we, I've extended it past just black people.
Right.
Because that's putting us in a silo. I said poor people.
Yes.
The haves against the have-nots.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Because all of them have.
They all
so
have.
They playing and using us, our support, as bargaining chips for them to maintain what they already have. But we're not moving up. None of us are moving up into that level of halves. So as long as we have not, we should have our own.
We should have our own. They playing in our face.
They playing in our face.
Ooh, let's go.
They keep playing in our face.
More for the True Talking text line, 833-212-1017. Al from Milwaukee. How you doing this morning, Al?
Good morning to the both of you. I heard that they said Obamacare is not doing what it's supposed to do. Well, let's get down and dirty. This so-called president did not have a plan his first term. He does not have a plan now. So if Obamacare is not doing what it's doing, it got to be doing something because it's keeping a lot of people alive. And if I'm not mistaken, the person who has no plan is the same person who don't know who he didn't pardon. So how are we going to try to cut something out when they ain't ever had a plan? You can't have a plan falling asleep at the table. Half of the time you don't even know if you're at the table if you're walking left and right. Do anybody want to argue that while they're effing up the money? And we all see that.
Woo!
Cataracts, glaucoma, and all. Y'all going to talk about that? Have a good day.
Woo, Al. Al always got a way of putting things.
Looking out, Al.
Yes.
And so what we have to understand is now they still playing in our face because now Trump wants to give us $2,000.
Right.
Because he sees his polling numbers are at historic lows. The Republicans are going to take a heavy hit for what he's doing in his war against the poor. And so his response, as Trump's response oftentimes is in this situation, is I'm going to give you $2,000.
Oh, and of course, that was one of the reasons that people voted for him this last time. Our people. He gave me a check. He gave me a check. But guess what? Everybody ain't getting the $2,000.
Everybody ain't
so
getting
those of you that like the check, you probably ain't going to get the check this time. You ain't going to be in line. You ain't going to get yours.
Listen, and it's just divide and conquer. The same old play that those in power have been using since the beginning of time is divide and conquer.
Yeah.
So when you look at, and SNAP being on the table, that's what we've been talking about. When you look at SNAP, the population that uses SNAP, 70% of those people are, like we said, are already working a job. They already working 2 jobs and still because of whatever their family level size, whatever, still qualify for SNAP. Those 70% of those people will get this $2,000, right? But it's the other 30% that don't have a job,
right?
That isn't working, that won't be eligible for this $2,000.
Y'all ain't getting that.
Y'all ain't getting that. So then what Trump is doing is he's saying, "Oh, see, you work.
Yeah,
I'm going to give you $2,000. Forget those other people who, for whatever reason, aren't working and can't work or maybe can't find a job. Or whatever their reasoning is for not having a job. Those we're blaming the lazy. That's all he does is divide and conquer. He divided and conquer with immigration. Oh, those. My Trump voice is terrible. Sherwin does a better.
Sherwin does a great Trump voice.
Those Latinos and those immigrants are stealing your jobs. Black people jobs. They're doing this. They divide and conquer. Divide the brown from the black. All he's doing is dividing the poor into sections. And if the poor realize that there are more poor people in this country that is so violently rich, that there are more poor people, then they unite, we can overturn it and make it a country again in our favor. That's all they did during the Revolutionary War was they was poor. They was sick of paying taxes. They was poor, right? When the Civil War happened, when the North was going against the South, the North, although the North was making a bunch of money off of textiles and stuff as well, the South was getting stupid rich because of slavery. And the North was like, I want some of that money. I'm getting poor up here. My blue blood is not as blue no more. Y'all getting paid. Y'all don't have to pay nobody. And I'm getting, and so it's a war of economy. All the stuff that happens in a capitalist society is about the economy. And hopefully we will realize that our economy is that we poor.
We poor.
And unless we unite, they're going to keep taking us off and picking us off one by one.
Let's see. Another one out the Truth Talking text line, 833-212-1017. Craig said, I can't believe blacks voted for Trump. In his first term, he did 52 harms to the black community alone. And y'all voted for that again? Craig, I'm with you.
$2,000 buys you a lot. Apparently.
Well, guess what?
People will sell out their whole community for $2,000.
Now, this $2,000 is supposed to be coming from the tariffs. So, the tariffs that are supposed to be working that are raising the prices on Americans.
That's crazy.
From eggs to tires to whatever else you're paying for right now.
That's crazy.
Yeah, but that's where it's supposed to be coming from.
He just be lying.
Only for the people that's out here working. If you ain't got no job, you ain't on the list.
You got the $2,000.
You ain't getting a check
to pay every working American, but you don't want to give the money to the SNAP.
He don't want you.
So he's saying, I got the money for this.
I got the money for this, but I ain't finna give you no money to eat.
But for you poor people, but y'all ain't really poor because y'all are working. So here go the $2,000. But then you have to realize, in reality, you poor. So here go the $2,000 for you, but I ain't got the money for the poor people because they need to pull themselves up by their bootstraps. They need to do this. They need to do that. They need to do X, Y, and Z to
they need to get it together
from being poor. When in reality, you poor too. If you're not in that 1%, you poor. If you don't have a year's worth, 6 months worth of money saved up so that if you lose your job today, you can have enough money to pay your bills for 6 months and to live, you are poor. Because not many of us can do that.
And even if you got it then, you poor.
You poor. Because even having 6 months, anything jump up, that money is gone. So you still living check to check.
Check to check.
You waiting on that 1st and 15th, you waiting on that every 2 weeks.
I'm still doing it.
You're poor. And that's the importance. And I'm putting my professor hat back on, and I've had it on all day. I'm dropping jewels on y'all. Y'all need to go back and watch this when y'all get done. I'm giving y'all knowledge right here. That's what made Fred Hampton so dangerous. It's his direct message to the poor. When he went to the poor whites in the Appalachian Mountains, when he went to the poor Latinos in the hood, when he went to the poor people on the West, everywhere he went, he spoke to poor people because that's where the true power is. We are protecting We got too many poor people that are protecting rich people, thinking that one day they're going to be rich.
Okay.
One day, and
or thinking that they are currently rich when they're not.
Let this be a wake-up call to you that the Republicans and the Democrats are on the same team. And so you switch from side to side. The system isn't working for you. It isn't going to work for you.
It wasn't meant to.
It wasn't meant to work for you. You're poor. It don't work for poor people. They're going to keep using you like a pawn, throwing you about until we all as poor people unite and say we want some type of change. We need to change the system. The two-party system ain't working for us no more.
No.
It ain't. Because each side is taking us for granted.
It surely is. Look, I got an opportunity for you right now. Truth Nation, now is your chance to be our one call, that's all, 5K giveaway entry for the day. Yes, you can be entered to win $5,000 courtesy of Gruber Law Offices. Be calling number 10 right now at 833-212-1017, and you will be entered to win the $5,000 giveaway with the award-winning 1017 The Truth and Gruber Law Offices. Again, be caller number 10 at 833-212-1017. Remember, if you or a loved one have been injured in an accident, contact Gruber Law Offices today. Visit them at gruber-law.com. For official contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Hey, think you're the ultimate trivia champ?
Well, prove it against us, your favorite WTMJ host.
It's free to play. All we ask is bring a new unwrapped toy to benefit Capco's Kids to Kids Toy Drive.
Or you can donate at WTMJ.com. Just text TOY to the WTMJ Talk and Text line.
855-616-1620.
Grab your friends. Test your smarts. All while helping a great cause.
It's the WTMJ Trivia Challenge, coming to a place near you.
Check out the schedule of where we will be at WTMJ.com.
At Educators Credit Union, they believe that every person should have the tools they need to achieve their dreams. Educators Credit Union is dedicated to helping our future leaders eliminate financial hurdles by providing 35 high school seniors a $2,000 scholarship every year. Applications open in January. Visit Educators Credit Union at ECU.com to learn more about how to apply. Educators Credit Union, insured by NCUA. Membership eligibility required.
Are you ready for open enrollment? Now through January 15th, you can explore affordable health insurance options if you don't already have coverage through your job, Medicare, or Medicaid. The Community Health Access Program, CHAP, helps residents find affordable plans and guides you through the enrollment process, connecting you with resources to support your family. CHAP is a program of the City of Milwaukee Health Department. Learn more at milwaukee.gov/CHAP. That is milwaukee.gov/CHAP. Or calling 414-286-8620.
What is a DJ? Do we just play music? Maybe some are that simple. For me, I create memories that last a lifetime. I'm always thinking about how songs connect. I read the room. Every event is an open canvas, a new world. So what's a DJ when you hire me? I'm a vibe architect, a curator of euphoria, a guaranteed good time.
I know you want me. Every day, not only when you're lonely.
Whether you have a wedding, festival, corporate event, or any other special occasion, get your free consultation with DJ Remaniac today.
Trailblazer! This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Christopher is our one call, that's all, 5K giveaway qualifier. Shout out to him. This is a good morning for that, right? Because we gave away that 5K the other day, Dave. And that was amazing, wasn't it?
Yeah, that was hype. I'm still struggling to see what he said. Did he say he's going to spend it on rent or weed?
No.
And when they played the commercial, it sounded like he said, it's 2 months of weed. And I'm like, hold on. In the moment, it sounded like he said rent.
He was talking about
on
paying.
The commercial, it sounded like weed.
Oh, no. That was that clever editing.
Okay. I was just checking because he sounded like he said weed.
No.
Which is not bad. That's okay.
No.
If that's what he wants to spend his money on. We don't advise any illegal activities. That's the truth. But what you do with your 5K is what you do with your 5K.
Right. Exactly. No, he said rent. He's going to do rent.
Rent. Okay.
He's going to do 2 months of rent. Then he's going to go kick it. It's going to be a good Christmas for somebody around his crib.
Yeah.
Right?
It's going to be a good Christmas for everybody.
Yeah.
Well, it ain't really. I'm just talking crazy.
It's true.
Because what we understand is the economy we in is not going to be.
We don't even know how Christmas is going to be.
You know what's funny? And along the same lines that we're talking about with the economy, the plutocracy, the poor, and all of this stuff, do you know when I was coming up, you could never find, like I told you, my daddy used to have to paint the Santa Clauses black. And paint. They all over the place now.
Black Santas?
Black Santas are in every store. Like whole stores are filled with black Santas. And I got a theory. I think that's because black people are the only people in a hard time, in a hard economy, are still got to have, them babies need Christmas.
You got to figure it out.
Every grandmama say them babies need Christmas.
You got to figure it out.
And so I think maybe white people, when it's hard, they'll cut back on that stuff. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Black people, that's all that we look forward to that all year.
You could find your way around. Look,
and so that's why I think, okay, these are the people that are buying it. We're gonna have black Santas for 2 rows. 2 rows. But that's just my theory on that.
That's your thoughts on black Santa. I mean, you know what? I gotta tell you, when my son was a baby, me and his father and I, for the first 3 years, we were determined to find a black Santa. And you couldn't, 20 years ago, Kendall's 20-some years old.
Exactly.
You could hardly find no black Santa.
Yep.
But the first one we found, I got to show you the picture. Dude was towed up from the floor up, but he was a black Santa. and he was that. Capitol Court was still around. This was the tail end. Yes, this is the tail end of Capitol Court. And we found that black Santa, and he was towed up. You could tell he was in the back drinking a little Ripple or something. Some pop off back in the back. Something.
Santa didn't have the milk waiting on him. They left Hennessy.
Yeah, he had some Henny.
We are being racist to Santa.
But we found it for Kendall's first Christmas. Oh my gosh, I gotta show you the picture. You gonna crack up when you see this Santa.
That is unfortunate. So the poll says right now, the current Democrats start voting independent. It's dropped down to 73 to 27%.
73 yes.
73 yes, 27% no. I'm telling y'all, 27%. Y'all better wake up.
Wake up.
Wake up.
See what's going on.
See what's happening around you.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's
and there are people that voted for Trump, and maybe that's the reason they voted for him, because it was something different.
They thought it was something different.
They thought it was, but your people.
You know, Kyle said that too on his show. He said people voted for Trump, they thought they were getting change. When they voted for Obama, it was the change. So people always want something different. And when Trump comes in talking about he's going to do this, he's gonna make America great again, and this, that, and the other. People, that change sounds sexy. Do it feel sexy now? That's all I'm saying. Do you feel sexy as a poor person? Do you feel like that what Trump sold you, he sold you the American dream, that he was going to make the American dream available to you as a poor person more so than anyone else? And now you see that your eggs went up in price, your gas went up, your everything. You can't.
Oh, see, if you looked, this is what, for me, for my people. Did you look before you voted for him?
Yeah.
Forget what he was putting out there now. Did you see what he had offered you before?
Yep.
Because when you got a track record like that, and he wouldn't have made it across the, for lack of a better term, the border, if it weren't for us.
Listen, the way that, and we were listening to this morning about somebody saying that they shouldn't follow. Black people have got to stop listening to or getting their news solely from 1-minute sound bites on social media.
That's true.
We get too much of our information from 1-minute sound bites on social media, and when we do that, and I'm gonna stop saying black people because that's not who I'm talking to.
It's people.
Poor people.
Poor people.
We get too much of our information from 1-minute sound bites, and maybe that's because we work in 3 jobs. We don't have time to watch the news. We don't have time to do all of to do the research that we need to do. And I could be giving us excuses, but
those are excuses.
But I'm just saying.
But I'm listening.
We got to stop doing that, because when we do that, we aren't getting the whole of the story.
Right.
And in not getting the whole of the story, you're hearing what you want to hear. You're hearing that Trump is going to give you this money. That Trump is going to send. So now they're going to be talking about the $2,000 and all of this that Trump is going to be sending us. But
not realizing that some of them are not getting it.
Some of them are. So you always got to see the bigger picture. And in anything, you got to see the bigger picture, whether it's this Trump stuff, whether it's local politics, or whether it's even when we talk about crime. And we always focus on, we just see the snippets of what happens in Milwaukee.
Right.
But we don't see what happens everywhere else.
Everywhere else. Because crime happens everywhere, right?
Crime happens everywhere.
Yeah. Speaking of which, as we transition into another topic, the daycare situation. There was a lady. Well, you know what? Rhea has a clip. Y'all got to hear this story. Yeah. And you got to hear the complete thing. So, Rhea, let's go. Let's get the
Former Waukesha daycare worker convicted on 3 counts of child abuse was sentenced today to 15 years behind bars and 7 years of extended supervision. 51-year-old Heather Miller worked at Lawrence School. She was found guilty of pushing a child's head into a pack-and-play, flinging another child across the room, and slamming a 1-year-old face down into a crib. The defense maintained there was no video evidence or proof of the allegations. 2 other workers were charged with failing to prevent bodily harm.
That is...
So, that happened at Waukesha.
In Waukesha.
Waukesha.
Did she say that they threw people across?
Not people, children.
Threw babies across the room?
Stuffed them through their heads in pack-and-plays.
And threw them across the room?
And threw them across the room.
Like Hulk Hogan?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. Grown adult.
Wow.
Babies.
Crime happens everywhere.
Crime happens everywhere, even in Waukesha.
Even in Waukesha. So black people on the north side don't think it's just us.
Don't think it.
I know you think it's just us.
People always
crime, but it's
not. They always think it's just us. They always think stuff just happens in Milwaukee. And you know what?
On the north side.
We talk about it because crime does happen, but it happens everywhere. There's crime going on everywhere. For example, what happened at UWM now?
Well, at UWM some months ago, a young lady was she was raped. She was coming out of a bar, and she had been drinking, and she got so drunk she came out the bar and she fell out. And on video camera, they see 2 young men, trying to acting like they're helping her. And then she wakes up next to these 2 young men in the bed. And so she was like, I got raped. And the judge ended up throwing it out.
Wow.
And one of the young men pleaded no contest. He pleaded guilty. And the other one fought it and asked the judge to throw it out. And the judge typically doesn't throw it out. And the judge did. He was like, drunken sex happens all of the time. So how do we know that she didn't agree to it? She was drunk. They were drunk. Come on, man. If she says this is what happened, this is what happened. But this is happening at UWM. This is the east side. So.
What race was it?
I don't know. And
them wasn't 2 brothers. It wasn't even one brother involved in that.
I don't
there,
think so.
No, there wasn't no.
I'm not gonna speculate because she was coming out of a bowling alley, so it might have been Landmark Bowling Alley or something like that. So I'm not gonna speculate where bowling alley they was coming out of. But that's the one on the east side. They didn't give her name. They didn't give their names. They were actually, that's how they're supposed to do in reporting the news. But
look, if anybody was non-Caucasian,
but crime just don't happen for us.
Right.
Everybody across this country is dealing with it, and everyone across this country, society U.S. American society is perpetuating crime and perpetuating these criminal activities because that's all people see.
Mm-hmm.
That's all. That's a sign of a degeneration of society.
Yeah.
Is now the crime is starting. I bet you before Rome fell, I bet you it was wild.
Right.
It was wild before Rome fell. It was doing crazy stuff. So in the beginning of a society, because you got, in America, you had the Wild Wild West.
Yes.
This, that, and the other. So in the beginning of the society is live by the sword, die by the sword, and at the end of the society, you get the same thing.
I
so
think
that's the arc.
I think the lady in that case, what did it say? She got 3 years?
The lady that threw the kids?
Threw the kids.
Yeah. She should have got more than that.
She should have got way more than that. That's that privilege. The sentence is 15 years. Okay,
that's
yeah.
more like it.
Yeah, there you go. Thanks,
That's
Rhea.
more like it. 15.
Yeah,
3 is,
15.
You done threw my kids, you about to...
Because, see...
You're going to be hurt for 15 at the minimum.
Miss Coleman would have been up in there. You threw my baby.
Yeah. And see, that's the type of story that when you hear it, you would just be like, oh, that must happen at a black daycare.
Yeah,
It's a white daycare
Waukesha. In Waukesha County.
That's they on that meth.
833-212-1017. We're taking your calls on the True Talk and text line. We've got more coming your way. It's Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Teachers are dynamic leaders, shaping a new generation. They bring a variety of perspectives from diverse backgrounds, innovating how they teach to prepare students for our fast-changing world. Achieving this takes skill and expertise. They're tireless explorers, creatively discovering a universe of solutions, telling stories, experimenting, inspiring, mentoring, connecting cultures, and connecting with each other. Leading by example. Experience the unique joy of helping students thrive. Teaching is a journey that shapes lives. Are you ready to begin? Explore teaching at teach.org, a campaign supported by the U.S. Department of Education, teach.org, and 1 million teachers of color.
This is your Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin Community Impact Moment on 101.7 The Truth.
And what are some of the ways that you're inspiring people? Because, one of the biggest opportunities, in particular in the African-American community, is access, exposure, and awareness.
For Versity Blood Center of Wisconsin, we've been here 76 years.
Wow.
And our mantra is saving the lives you love. So if someone you love needs a blood transfusion and they're in any hospital in Southeast Wisconsin here, that blood's coming from us. And so we're trying to make sure that we're communicating that because I think folks maybe don't understand that blood can't be manufactured. And summers are always tough because schools are out and we collect about 20 to 25% of our blood from schools. Mm-hmm. So it's always a day-to-day struggle. We say that the blood that's on the shelves is the blood that saves lives. And a lot of times people are compelled to donate when something bad happens. And our mission and our job is to educate folks so that we can get ahead of the curve and keep 3 days of inventory on the shelves. Mm-hmm. So we're in a decent spot right now, but we're on the streets every day trying to inspire people to join our mission. One of our big projects that we're proud of is Versity on King, which is part of the Thrive On collaboration in the Gimbel-Schuster building on Martin Luther King Drive. And next year, we're going to open a destination center there. It'll be a blood donation center, but it'll be more than that because we've realized that we can't be transactional with our relationships in the Black community. We need to do things that are intentional and that show that we're there to stay. But the reason that we're there is because not enough people that look like us donate. And so for disorders like sickle cell disease that disproportionately affect us, the race can matter. But I like to say that, Black folks have a superpower in their blood. 44% of Black blood donors will have this rare trait that makes their blood more likely to be able to be a match for a sickle cell patient. And that 44%, that is way higher than what we would find in other races.
To make an impact by donating blood in your community, visit versity.org today.
Well, we've got a
crash, 94 eastbound, right about at 84th Street. So watch out for the delays heading past that. It luckily is off on the right shoulder. You're going to see delays continuing all the way to Holly Road through that construction zone. Westbound 894 backing up from Loomis all the way past Forest Home. We've also got southbound 43 hitting the brakes right past Capitol Drive down to Locust. And then on northbound 41 from Mayfair Road all the way up almost to Hampton. And checking the TMJ4 Storm Team forecast today, blustery, chilly with a few morning flurries, partly cloudy otherwise, a high of 37. Tonight, blustery with a chance of flurries, a low of 25. From the WTMJ Traffic Center, I'm Debbie Lazaga on 101.7 The Truth.
This is Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth, live from the American Family Insurance Studio in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. Dad, we got some on the Truth Talk and text line talking about how crime happens everywhere, referring to the lady that threw the kids across the room. We heard the story about.
That's crazy.
Threw the baby across the room. If I were a parent, like right now, my son is an adult, but if he was still a baby and that was my baby, come on now. She would have known my name. She would have been like, Miss Cole. Yeah, Taylor said, now she's going to get her head pushed up in a pack and play and get thrown across the room for 15 years. Facts.
Yeah. That's what's going to happen.
Yeah.
She's going to go to jail and, she's going to be treated like she treated them kids.
Yeah, she is. Because, them convicts, the one thing that they don't like is when you mess with kids. That's what I hear. 833-212-1017. That's our Truth Talk and text line. You could call or text us on that line. And the story about the rape victim at UWM, got one from DeAngelis. He says that the actor named Nate Robinson from The Great Debaters, who's black, was accused of rape by a white woman after drunken sex, and he was acquitted. He probably was the only one in the world, in the country, black man that was ever acquitted of that, because they would have got him. Yeah.
So I got another case where crime happens everywhere.
Yes.
We got a former Lisbon clerk convicted of embezzlement.
Oh, yeah.
From town, charged with stealing from employer. Now, 10 years ago, now this is how, let me just tell y'all this. If she was black, since we're talking to black Milwaukee.
Let's do it.
If she was black and it was one of us, she would have never been given a job where she could handle money again.
Yes.
She would have been pushing a broom, swinging a mop, whatever it was. So 10 years ago, she stole $100,000, embezzled $100,000 from the city of Lisbon or whatever. A town in Waukesha. 10 years later, she gets another job where she's again handling money, and she does it again.
Wow.
So only white privilege allows you to get a job.
Yes.
Where you're doing the same thing that you did before.
Yes.
And you steal money again. Because if you black and you worked yourself to that position.
Yes.
Because they're not going to just give you the job handling the money anyway.
No.
Because they're going to automatically think all black people steal anyway. So
yeah.
They automatically think that, right?
Right.
So they automatically thinking you're going to steal, so they're not going to give you that job. So then once you get that job, if you mess it up, you will never see the money again.
No.
It will never happen.
Never.
Where you was, you had that crime. And then the fact that she even got a job after having this embezzlement on her.
Yes.
Is one.
Yeah.
She got a job. We can't even get them jobs once you got that felony on you. She got a job, and she got the same type of job.
Wow. Yeah. Yeah. And was allowed to do the same thing again.
This crime happens everywhere.
Yes.
It is American society that it is crime happens everywhere.
Crime does happen everywhere.
So when we think, we black, And that must have been black people. We're gonna do the game that I saw on Saturday Night Live where they was doing news stories.
Oh yeah, that's my favorite SNL sketch.
Right, that's my most recent favorite. They was like, are they black or are they white?
What race is it?
If I did that story, you would know. She already got caught 10 years ago doing it. She does it again. Got to be a white woman.
Yes,
that does that. And that's what it was. And
absolutely.
Listen, we would have never been able to step foot in any type of financial door.
Not at all.
If we did something like that.
Not at all. There's no way, as a black person, would you ever been able to get any type of position handling money. You couldn't even be a cashier.
Yeah.
They wouldn't let you be no cashier. You could go stock them miles. That's what you could do.
That's what you could do.
You could go stock them miles.
Manual labor for a little bit, and maybe you'll be able to replenish your funds from that type of job.
Yeah.
But you wouldn't be able to.
No.
And see, this is what we're saying, y'all. This is why me and Bailey came up with this. Bailey came up with this, and I'm just signing on because
crime happens because you know what? Everywhere. We talk every morning. If something happens on the north side of Milwaukee or in the hood, wherever, on the south side, north side, we talking about it.
Yeah.
Okay? But you need to know, you need to understand crime happens everywhere. And sometimes there be some crazy stuff going on out on Waukesha and
I compared it to a kid. If you tell a kid all the time that they are this, they that, they're gonna start to believe it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And we need to understand that our crime that happens on the north side of Milwaukee is no different than the crime that happens in these other spots.
Yeah.
And so while they want to make themselves outside of Milwaukee, we're doing this for y'all, Milwaukee. But they in Waukesha, Wauwatosa, want to make themselves feel better by looking down on us. And if they listen, look what happens in Milwaukee.
Yes. We can't go to Milwaukee.
Milwaukee is it's still dangerous in Waukesha.
Yeah.
It's still dangerous in Wauwatosa.
Exactly.
It's still dangerous in other places. But the way that they are perceived and the level of danger that they go into it with is different because of the way that it's reported. And my man Abstract Noir was on here on a YouTube chat line saying our crimes are just highlighted on the news, and some of us like to record our crimes and put them on Facebook and stuff.
Yeah, that's true. That's what it is, because we are our own enemy when it comes to that sometimes. Because, yes, we're easy. A lot of the TV stations are right in our different little areas that we're in.
Right.
All they got to do is go outside and see stuff happening.
So what we're going to do, we're going to use our platform to buck the system.
Yes.
To buck the fact that they want to paint Milwaukee in that light, paint that narrative of it. Now, we're going to talk about Milwaukee crime, of course.
Yes, we're going to talk about that.
We're going to talk about, but we're also going to talk about crime happens everywhere.
Yeah.
And we're going to talk about things that happen in these other places that are ridiculous in nature.
Yes.
That you would never think happened in there because nobody reports about it.
Yes.
It's not it's not put on the front page of the news.
It's not
put above the fold. It's put in, everything that happens in Milwaukee is put above the fold. That other stuff is put below the fold, inside of the paper in other news.
Yes, in other news.
You read the other news, you be like, why that one on the front page?
Right.
Well, this is why.
She throwing kids across the room.
She throwing kids across the room. Across the room. Now, she was black. If she was black, that would have been front page on the news because it would have fit the narrative.
Had the cousin on TV.
They would have had somebody on. Well,
yeah.
You know.
I don't know.
Well, I grew up with her, but I didn't know she was throwing babies across the room. What kind of person? That would have been all of that.
And what about the people that were there seeing her do that? Well, how come they didn't say nothing? They just came out.
No, they got charged too.
They did get charged.
It was two people that got sent to jail too.
But you waited?
Why you ain't say nothing?
Why you ain't say nothing then? Why didn't you stop her, better yet?
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Why you ain't stop her from doing it?
Well, that's what I don't get.
So they just as bad. So then they say
just as bad.
They say the black people are the derelicts. They don't want to report stuff. They don't want to do that. White people ain't reporting nobody either.
Yeah, exactly.
They work with her. Saw her throw little Johnny across the room.
So probably saw little Johnny head bleed.
All across the mat.
All across the mat.
The daycare.
Threw
him clean across the mat into the wall.
That's crazy.
Left a dent on the wall. Could you imagine somebody just slinging a baby? Come on.
No, but she did it.
But she did it.
Mm-mm.
But she sure enough did it.
She sure enough did it.
And it would have.
And stuffed a baby head in the pack and play. How you gonna stick a baby head in the pack and play? You know they collapse easy. You know they do.
Yeah.
You seen them pack and plays.
Yeah. The crime happens everywhere, y'all.
Yeah, so we're going to talk about that. We got more when we come back. 833-212-1017. Our Truth Talk and text line is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
You're listening to Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth. Need a way to hype up your day?
This is Lorenzo.
Lorenzo, you just won $5,000!
What would you do with $5,000?
That's sweet for a couple months.
Yes,
There you go.
Yes.
Y'all just made me happy.
Stay tuned into 1017 The Truth for your chance to be entered into the Gruber Law Office's 5K giveaway. For contest rules, visit 1017thetruth.com.
Can we hold something?
Y'all holler back at y'all.
Tracy, going back to the process, and as it relates specifically to the partnership that Old National Bank has with Housing Resource, what does the process consist of when coming through this program?
You know, it's a referral process. We work with clients that first-time homeowners that may not have the counseling that they need. They may not have the equity, the down payment that they need. So we refer them to our partners like HRI or Housing Resources, Inc., because we recognize that those organizations, they have the resources, they have the tutorial documentation and all of those things that are necessary for first-time homeowners that don't know the process, may not know the system, may not know what's required for home ownership. So working with Housing Resources Inc. and other partnerships that we have like through WIDA has been very, very advantageous, not only for us, but also the organizations, but also for the community.
Hungry for something fresh and delicious? Get your favorites from Cousin Subs delivered straight to your door. From our freshly baked bread and hand-sliced meats and cheeses to our famous sides, crispy golden fries, Wisconsin cheese curds, or creamy mac and cheese. Every meal made to order and ready to enjoy. Ordering is quick and easy online or through the Cousins app. Whether it's a solo lunch, family dinner, or a spread for the whole crew, let us bring it straight to you, fast and fresh. Cousin Subs. We believe in better.
Life's better with Drive My Way from American Family Insurance, because we know it's more than just a car. It's your escape pod, your adventure mobile, your memory maker. And we help protect the dreams that drive you. Personalize what you pay for auto insurance and you could save between 5 and 20%. American Family Insurance. Get a quote and find an agent at amfam.com.
Products not available in every state. Unsafe driving behaviors may increase your rate. Visit amfam.com to learn more. American Family Mutual Insurance Company, SI, and its operating company, 6000 American Parkway, Madison, Wisconsin.
Host an unforgettable outing and create special memories with your crew at a Milwaukee Bucks game. Groups of 10 or more can score ticket savings, block seating, and take part in special activities on game days. Showcase your team's talents on center court, score a high five from the pros, and more. There are great options for groups of all sizes. Start planning your ultimate Bucks basketball game day experience today at bucks.com/groups. That's bucks.com/groups.
This is Truth in the Morning on 1017 The Truth.
Calling all black-owned business owners and entrepreneurs. Are you looking to share your story and grow your reach? We have teamed up with Associated Bank for our black-owned business give back each quarter. 4 lucky business owners will win an opportunity to spotlight their brand and journey on the award-winning 1017 The Truth. To sign up for your business spotlight interviews, visit blackbusinessgiveback.com. That is blackbusinessgiveback.com. Let's rebuild our community's backbone through exposure on the truth. For official rules, head to blackbusinessgiveback.com. Associated Bank member FDIC.
That's pretty good, Dave.
Thank you. Why you
No, I'm not. 1017 The Truth of the Morning. Bailey Coleman, Dame Ellzey, live from the American Family Insurance Studio here in the heart of downtown Milwaukee. I got to tell you, Dame, you get better and better. I love it.
I appreciate that.
Yes. We got to support each other. We got to support each other in this. I got another one off the Truth Talking text line. Dan says, a lot of women lie to save face and not look like SLUTS.
What?
Talking about the crime happens everywhere.
Oh.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't want to say that.
Oh, my bad.
Yeah, that's why I spelled it.
I wasn't listening anyway. But.
See, you tripping, Dane.
I was looking up other crime that happened. Now I'm interested in the crime that happens
everywhere. Because you look,
I haven't really been paying attention.
Yeah, you got to pay attention to the
crime
stuff
that happens
because it be popping up on my probably because I work with my other gig in Brookfield, so you know your phone will tell a lot. You get stories and stuff that happen in the outer areas, and it's crazy how privilege gets people out of these crimes as well. That lady was lucky to just get 15 years.
She's lucky to be alive.
Yeah.
She's lucky to be alive. You throw my kids across the room, it's going to be drama.
Okay. It's going to be straight up drama. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
833-212-1017, Milwaukee. We want to hear from you. And don't forget, make sure you stream and watch us live on YouTube at 1017thetruth.com. Make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, get that notification bell so you never miss a minute of a live show here on 101.7 The Truth.
We got crime happens everywhere, reckless driving. We got a Fond du Lac driver who entered in a plea for a crash in 2024 that killed a retired Wauwatosa priest.
See?
Killed a priest.
A priest.
Driving drunk and reckless.
See? It don't just happen here in Milwaukee.
Mm-mm.
You would think that the only reckless drivers roll down Capitol Drive.
Yeah, you can't. He faces 10 years in prison after reaching a plea deal with prosecutors in the death last year of retired Wauwatosa priest who he struck with a pickup truck as he crossed a Wauwatosa street.
So only 10 years.
You're getting 10 years. You know, they trying to get that black girl, the young girl that killed them, the Hmong people, they throwing her under the prison. But
yeah.
there was 4 or 5 people, so that's different than just one.
Yeah.
But still, I'm just saying. Milwaukee prosecutors alleged in court papers Clay Schaffner was driving and viewing a Snapchat video.
Wow.
At the top. So he was not only reckless driving, he was distracted driving. And wow.
I have seen people watching, like literally have like an iPad in their lap driving down the street. That's nuts.
Schaffner, 26 of St. Cloud, pleaded no contest on November 3rd to homicide by negligent operation of a vehicle, a Class G felony, online records show. A no contest plea allows a defendant to accept a conviction without admitting guilt. In Wisconsin, such a plea results in a conviction and is treated the same way as a guilty plea for sentencing purposes.
Wow.
So he got to plead no contest to that. And you know, it won't show up on his record as a guilty plea, but that time going to show up on his record.
Yeah.
So he killed the priest.
He killed the priest.
Crossing the street.
Yeah.
In Tulsa. So y'all better have your head on a swivel walking through Tulsa, too.
Yeah.
So I'm saying reckless driving and all that stuff is not just a Milwaukee.
It's not just a Milwaukee
thing.
They can
say it bled over from Milwaukee into other parts of the state and other parts of the county, but it's not just a Milwaukee thing.
No.
So don't let them tell you we the only ones driving reckless, because we ain't.
Yeah.
We might be doing it, and that's why I always say that intensified policing on certain areas will make you think that area is doing all of the crime.
Yeah.
And that's not the case. We're not doing all of the crime. And I'm not happy to do this. I think we're just making a statement saying that, you know, they can put it all on us and make it seem like, because, you know, you had the white girl that got killed down here.
Oh, yeah. They still running stories about her.
Running stories on that.
Oh, my gosh.
And so the narrative is being bolstered. And so this is just us defending our city, y'all.
Yeah.
This is what this is. This is us defending our city. That they can come to us and say this is happening, that is happening there. Okay, yeah. But it's also happening over there, too.
Of course.
So
some of the things that you hear about that are happening in other counties and other cities around Milwaukee are crazier than the things that are happening right here. What we gave you today is just really a snippet.
Just a snippet.
of what has happened and what continues to happen in these outer areas. So you should never think that crime just happens here in Milwaukee.
Yeah, because like we said, people, and Kyle was talking about this on his show, because I listen to Kyle. I mentioned Kyle because I listen to his show a lot. It's very energetic. It's very energetic. It's quick. It's an hour. I like it. It's dope. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But he was talking about how, this is going to change the narrative of how people see Milwaukee and how they vision and view when they come to Milwaukee.
Exactly.
I told stories about how I've dealt with white people downtown and they scared to walk close to me.
Right.
And things. And I'm thinking, okay, that's because of stories like this where they get told this is happening and this is happening. Well, you scared of coming here. You should be scared of where you live because it's happening there, and we should be scared of going there as well.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
You should have your head on a swivel and be concerned about your whereabouts no matter where you are.
Yeah.
Not just because you're in Milwaukee where the black people are.
Yeah.
It happens out there in Wauwatosa.
Yeah.
It happens out there in Waukesha. It happens everywhere.
It happens
so be
everywhere.
concerned and have your head on the swivel wherever you are.
Wherever you are, because you know what? Crime happens everywhere.
This is the first edition of Crime Happens Everywhere. We'll see if we keep it. If y'all want to keep it, hit us up on the YouTube board and whatever the case may be, on Facebook, on X, all the places that we are up at. Hit us up and see what happens. Tell us how you feel.
Let me tell you, it's crazy out here.
Crime does happen everywhere.
Yeah, it really does.
And if you just watch the news and sometimes you just listen to us. If you just listen to us, you'll think it just happens to us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But the award-winning 101.7 The Truth is proud home of the Milwaukee Panthers basketball. The Panthers look to bounce back as they come home to take on the Little Rock Trojans. I'm going to leave that alone. Tonight at UWM Panther Arena, Scott Warris has the coverage starting at 6:30 p.m. on 101.7 The Truth and the Milwaukee Panthers Sport Network from Learfield. Tip-off is at 7 p.m. The Little Rock Trojans.
All right. Well,
Pause. Rhea, you should have warned me.
I had nothing to do with that.
Okay.
I am. What's my man's name that had I'm gonna read it.
Ron Burgundy.
I'm Ron Burgundy. I'm just gonna read it. Little Rock Trojans.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Jesus.
All right. Well, we're out of here. I'll be back tomorrow. When you come back?
Am I out of here tomorrow? I don't know. Is Homer back tomorrow? Homer,
I
shout out
think
to Homer on the Homer Blow.
He had a cruise. Yeah.
Living it up.
Yeah.
When then it starts snowing here and he's on a cruise. Whatever, homie.
Yeah, I'll be back tomorrow with Homer. I'll be back. Yeah, I think it's tomorrow with Homer.
Okay. If not, I'll be here. So
okay. One of the two of us will be here. We'll see you tomorrow.
We'll see y'all tomorrow.
Thanks for listening to Truth in the Morning on 101.7 The Truth.
Check it out one time.